Winchester Beat, a local news roundup for Winchester, Mass. We aim to bring you the latest community news in a fast format to keep you informed without slowing you down. You can currently find us on Apple, Spotify, WinCam, and YouTube. Hello and welcome. I'm Jennifer Hafley, your solo host this week. Tara Hughes, like many of you, is away for February break. Next year, I'm going to the beach, but this year, I'm here to help bring you the local news. With the proposed tax override amount settled at $11.5 million and many away for school vacation, it's been relatively quiet this week. But looking ahead, there is still plenty going on in Winchester. Let's start with Converse Place. On February 24th, the Planning Board will continue a public hearing on a special permit for the proposed development at 10 Converse. A major issue around that development has been the question of 5 or 6 floors. As reported last week, a working group developed a proposal for a 5-story option, which ultimately gained the support of all 5 members of the Planning Board. The decision is not yet settled, though. As reported by Winchester News, another hot topic is the number, and notably, the location of affordable and workforce units. Both the 5- and 6-story options include 4 affordable units, but their differing locations within the building matters. As of this recording, it is unclear whether the selected units in the 5-story version would be acceptable to a state agency that determines whether units can be included in the town's subsidized housing inventory. Also for a 5-story building, the developer asked the town to waive the building permit fee. This is a decision only the Select Board can make, and we have just heard that the Select Board will not waive that fee. These and other issues related to the special permit will be up for discussion at the public hearing, which is in person only, and starts at 7 p.m. in the Select Board room at Town Hall on February 24th. In other housing development news, the Zoning Board of Appeals will meet on February 25th for continued discussion of a permit for a proposed 40B development at Washington and Swanton. A 40B project can sidestep zoning and municipal requirements if 20 to 25% of its units qualify as affordable housing. The meeting is in person only, starts at 7 p.m. in the Select Board room at Town Hall. Affordable housing is always a hot topic in town, but for-profit housing is also on the Planning Board's agenda. On March 3rd, there will be a public hearing on a potential zoning bylaw amendment for short-term rentals such as Airbnb and VRBO. Currently, Winchester does not clearly define or regulate short-term rentals, except for their prohibited use in accessory dwelling units. Public comments are encouraged and can be shared at the hearing, which starts at 7 p.m. in the Select Board room at Town Hall, or by writing to planningboard@winchester.us. Let's shift to the town election, which is coming up on March 21st. There are contested races for Planning Board, School Committee, and Select Board, and the League of Women Voters is hosting candidate debates at the Jenks Center. The Planning Board debate is February 26th at 7 p.m. and features 3 candidates, Amy Bellevue, Carrie Layton, and Nicholas Rosettos, for 2 seats. The debates for School Committee and Select Board are both on March 5th. The School Committee debate starts at 6:45 p.m., with John Belair and Heather Von Mering vying for 1 open seat. The Select Board debate is scheduled immediately after at 7:30 p.m. There are 2 candidates, Seamus Brady and Michelle Pryor, for 1 spot on the Select Board. On both evenings, there will be an opportunity to meet town meeting candidates before the debates, from 6:30 to 7 p.m. on February 26th, and from 6:15 to 6:45 p.m. on March 5th. The debates will be broadcast live on WinCam and then be available on demand. Speaking of the election, the town clerk's office is seeking poll workers to assist staff with election administration. Role requirements and applications are available on the town website. For the number crunchers out there, or anyone interested in how your tax dollars are used, State Senator Jason Lewis is convening a community conversation to discuss the $60 billion Massachusetts state budget, including how it is drafted, how funding decisions are made, and how your voice can be heard. Massachusetts Budget 101 is a virtual event happening on February 24th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. A panel discussion will include the budget drafting schedule, impacts of federal funding cuts, and how the state uses fair share revenue to support education and transportation. The event will be live streamed on Senator Lewis's YouTube channel, where viewers can ask questions, and a recording will be available after the event. Turning to community events, there is a Black History and Culture celebration at the Griffin Museum on February 25th from 5 to 7 p.m. The event was developed by the Black Student Union at Winchester High, and winners of a Black History Project contest will be announced. The event is supported by the Network for Social Justice, the League of Women Voters of Winchester, Winchester Rotary Club, and Winchester ABC. Also on February 25th, but starting at 7 p.m., the Winchester Coalition for a Safer Community is hosting a workshop called Understanding Relationships, Recognizing Unhealthy Patterns and Fostering Healthy Connections. The workshop will explore the tools youth need to build and sustain healthy relationships and how parents and other caregivers can support them. The meeting is in the Winchester Room at Town Hall, and no registration required. Just show up. Save the date for some other upcoming events, including the WIFI Trivia Bee on March 11th. You can register your trivia team by March 1st on the WIFI website, www.wfee.org, and save the date for the High School Musical, Chicago, which will be playing the weekend of March 13th through 15th at the high school. One last note, the commuter rail will be doing weekend work through most of March, and buses will be in use. Bus pickup and drop-off will be at the existing bus stop at Winchester Center and in the parking lot at Wedgmere. Affected weekends include February 28th to March 1st, March 7th and 8th, March 21st and 22nd, and March 28th through 29th. And that's it for today's show. Thanks to WinCam for hosting us, and in recognition of Lunar New Year this week, Happy Year of the Fire Horse. For more information on today's stories, please check out our sources: Winchester News, the Town Clerk's Office, the Bulletin from the Town Meeting Members Association, the Town Manager's Newsletter, the Town website, the Planning Board, the League of Women Voters of Winchester, the Network for Social Justice, and the Winchester Coalition for a Safer Community. If you have questions, comments, corrections, or submissions, you can reach us at winchesterbeat01890@gmail.com. Thanks for listening. We hope you'll join us again for our next episode. Have a good week. Stay curious, Winchester.